about the worst. Can you feel the flow? We dissect the plot. The acting is insane. Laughing at the dialogue. These movies are a pain. Grab your popcorn, settle in for the ride. Our podcast is the place where bad movies collide. We're true blue fans of the RiffTrax crew, mocking cheesy films. It's what they love to do. From Plan 9 to The Room, we've seen it all. They'll make you laugh and cringe. They always give their all. True Blue Riffcast, we're your podcast hosts, talking about the movies that are the worst of the worst. True Blue Riffcast, join us on this quest to find the laughs in films that failed the test. Tuesdays at 10. Tuesdays at 10. Tuesdays at 10.
Hey, it's the True Blue Riffcast. I forgot to load an intro from one of our people, but it's us. It's the number one RiffTrax podcast in the world. I am Jeremy, and I'm joined, as always, by...
What's up, everybody? It's me, Dave. It's a very special day. And Jeremy's not going to like me here he doesn't know why. I have a surprise for him, but I still have to do some things for it. So I will let Jeremy take it while I finish things up here.
So today, the main reason we're doing this is the Kickstarter is going to be going live here in about 30 minutes, just under 30 minutes, and it'll look very clear with this because it'll be shrunk down a little bit more, but they're very clearly doing Time Cop. They haven't.
It's definitely Time Cop.
It's definitely Time Cop. If you just look at that, that's Time Cop, 100%. We were going to initially kind of speculate about what the movie was going to be, and then they updated the picture today to this, and I was already kind of leaning Time Cop, but I had a few other thoughts on what it could have been. And then we had something else happen. Something else found this morning. And
yeah, this is bad.
So we're gonna talk about this for a little bit while we're waiting for the Kickstarter. I can probably close our little chat window. So this is a post by James Wen.
Okay.
And it says, "To Birdemic fans and to whom this may concern, I want to thank you for being a Birdemic fan. The good news is that Birdemic the Musical will be released in 2026. The bad news is that after Birdemic the Musical, I will retire. April 2nd, 2025 will be my 59th birthday. Even more, the Birdemic franchise is for sale. I think a new owner will take the Birdemic franchise to another level that I was not able to do. So if there's an interest in the Birdemic franchise, contact is whatever. Happy Birdemic. Thanks. Best regards, James Wen. Blah, 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 blah." So...
a couple things about that. So Birdemic, okay, first, let's start with the musical first, because that's just stupid. That's not going to happen.
Here's his newest AI picture for the Birdemic franchise.
God. Hire a graphic designer, you cheap fuck. AI is fun to play with. Okay, I get it, but come on, man. But like, is I I can't believe, like, I'm incredulous that he has actually produced a musical. Like, has he shot it yet? Do we know?
I don't know. I know he says he's been working on it, but
Did you find this on Twitter or is this on Facebook?
this was on his Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's been talking about the musical for like a year now. He was also talking about Birdemic's 4, 5, and 6, and then 7, 8, and 9. And those clearly aren't happening.
Okay, so here, another thing. Yeah, all those movies that he was talking about from 4 to 10, no, that's not a thing. He's not doing it. But here are the latest movie head pictures, because he's been on today. Sean Baker makes Oscar history with 4 wins for same movie, Anora.
He posted that he met the director of Anora somewhere. He basically posed for a picture with him and then posted it. Now he's posting all this stuff about him.
Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. So I don't know. I'm extremely skeptical about whether or not we'll actually get Birdemic the musical. But then he says he's going to sell Birdemic. Birdemic is for sale. Birdemic for sale. Nah. A couple things about this. He says he wants to retire and that Birdemic is for sale. Clearly, he's turning 59 on the day that. So he wants to retire, and for some reason in his addled little stupid brain, he thinks that Birdemic is going to sell for like $4 billion the way that Star Wars did.
Yeah.
So I think that's his inspiration, is that he thinks that the Birdemic franchise is going to fund his retirement. And I'm like, bro, why do you think that? How much money have you made from Birdemic, like, in the last 15 years since it came out in, like, what, 2008?
Somewhere around there.
I know it was filmed in 2008. Birdemic Shock and Terror, I mean. It says it was released in 2010. Say 2010, independent, blah, blah, blah. Reception sequels 2009. So people saw it as early as 2009.
Yeah.
List of films considered the worst. All this. Okay. So look, he hasn't made a ton of money. And so I don't know why he thinks, or like whatever money he made, like, has not been enough to even fund another movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he thinks that selling the franchise is going to fund his retirement.
He was talking about
not worth anything.
For 4, 5, and 6, he was trying to get like $10 million.
Yeah.
Like, in funding. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I did, by the way, for those of you out there, I did send an email.
Atomic Hero Squad.
I did send an email inquiring about it because I'm curious to see how much he's trying to sell it for.
Yes. Tell the people what you said.
I sent some major bullshit. I told them that I was a young filmmaker and the opportunity to get this franchise that I love so much from such an inspiring independent
You're such an asshole. You're such an asshole. People think I'm an asshole. Look at this guy. Look at what he said. James Wen, a man just looking to fund his retirement, who's also a colossal prick. But he's trying to see how much he's selling it for, which will be hilarious.
Yeah, I just want to see if I'm even going to get a response from him. Honestly, I don't think I will, but
He's blocked me on Twitter. I don't like, but then so is the governor of Utah. But we won't get into that.
no. But this also leads to something else interesting for Dave.
Oh yeah. So lots of people know or didn't know apparently because we had to tell this whole story again. In the recent past, that I've had a little run-in with Birdemic. In fact, let's see here. I bet. Please sum up the beef James Birdemic director James Nguyen had with author Dave Chadwick, otherwise known as Sugar Ray Dodge.
Here, let me bring this up. I actually have that article that I wrote about it. This was actually like one of the first times Dave and I ever talked online was about this. This was from August 23rd of 2016. With the Birdemic director trying to shock and terrorize independent artists.
Yeah.
And he ended up... he sent this big, long message to Dave.
What does that say? I haven't seen that in years.
While he was on his flight to RiffTrax Live Mothra.
Well, I was on the way. It's topical. I was on the way to RiffTrax Live Mothra. I was on a flight from Salt Lake to Nashville.
This message he got sent says, Mr. Dave Chadwick, a.k.a. Sugar Ray Dodge. Dear Mr. Chadwick, by publishing Attack of the Birds chapter in your Mystery Science storybook, you are committing copyright infringement, fraud, and misrepresentation. We demand that you immediately cease and desist from further distribution of your Mystery Science storybook that contains the unauthorized chapter of Attack of the Birds. From today, August 17th, 2016, we are giving you 15 business days to comply, to cease and desist from further distribution of your Mystery Science storybook. If you do not comply, we will file a $10 million lawsuit against you for copyright infringement. Sincerely, Moviehead Pictures, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I'm going to take issue with ChatGPT. Little description here. Because listen to what it says. In 2016, Birdemic director James Wen had a public dispute with author Dave Chadwick, also known as Sugar Ray Dodge, over Chadwick's Mystery Science storybook, Bedtime Tales Based on the Worst Movies Ever. The book was a collection of humorous bedtime-style stories inspired by infamous B-movies, including Birdemic Shock and Terror. Wen took issue with Chadwick including Birdemic in the book without his permission and publicly accused him of using the film without authorization. Wen even threatened legal action, arguing that Birdemic was his intellectual property. However, Chadwick maintained that his work was a parody and fell under fair use, a common defense for satirical and transformative works. The situation played out online with Nguyen making statements about potential lawsuits and Chadwick pushing back, highlighting how satire is protected under copyright law. Ultimately, the conflict fizzled out without any major legal consequences. But it became a bizarre footnote in Birdemic's already infamous history. Fuck you. Okay? That's not what happened.
That's not,
okay? That's not what happened, you fuck. I'm not going to that's not what happened, really. There were consequences, though.
Yep.
James Nguyen, I don't know how to spell his name. James Wen filed a how should I put this? Not false, because it obviously exists. Filed a invalid.
Invalid?
Filed an invalid DCMA complaint with several platforms selling Storybook, including Amazon,
And Blurb.
and they all took the book down.
Yeah.
This effectively killed Storybook franchise, and Chadwick had no legal recourse because he Chadwick, well, I do have legal recourse, but it would be very expensive.
Yeah.
There we go.
I do have on the rest of the article here, it says the email wasn't taken seriously at first, but it turns out the threats were real. More emails were exchanged, and then David received an email containing a forwarded message from the copyright/trademark agent at Amazon.com. His first 2 books had been up for sale for the Kindle, but now Amazon was in process of removing the first book, which included the Attack of the Birds chapter. A few days later, the book was removed from not only Amazon, but also from Blurb. Even though this work was clearly a parody and thus covered by fair use, once they got their DMCA notices, the material was removed without question. That's the biggest fault with the DMCA stuff, is you literally just file a claim and they're like, okay, it's gone.
We'll do it, yeah. I mean, I guess we don't want any trouble with Hollywood's bad boy James Gwen.
That's it. David was currently working on a special chapter called Ceased and Desist,
That's
which
right.
would be made available on his website, sugarraydodge.com.
Oh my god.
And neither James Wen or Movie Head Pictures returned a request for comments at the time of this post-publishing. Because I did reach out to them, and I did not get anything back.
Okay, so here is my thing now that Jimmy Noodle, like that effectively killed Storybook.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I tried to keep it going for years after that, but like without like the weight of like the sales and like the SEO and on Amazon and all that, it basically like people were still buying it a year and a half after I mean, it wasn't making millions of dollars, but it was, you know, it was making money.
Yeah.
And I was continuing the series. I had published volume 2. I was starting volume 3. And then everything just like, you know, all of my like just the things that was driving my sales on Amazon, which is primarily where everybody bought it, was just yanked out. And, you know, I lost all my population on Amazon. I lost my presence. And, you know, Amazon sent me these nasty grams basically telling me what a horrible copyright violator I was by doing this. There's an odd, like, and it was a terrible time. It was a terrible thing.
Yeah.
To happen because, like, let me tell you something about Storybook at that time in my life in August of 2016. It was all I was doing. It was like boom. It was like numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on like my priority list. Like it was my life. That's what I was doing, and to just have it all just like taken away, just like that. It sucked. It sucked really bad. Really, really bad.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, I had plans. Like, I think I like to think that I would have, because even by volume 2, I was just kind of like pushing at like these restraints that I had set up for myself. It'll be like that in volumes 1 and 2. They were basically, and even in 3 and 4, that they were just like RiffTrax and MST3K movies. But I was already just like, we need to expand. We need to like go out and do all kinds of things. We need to, you know, so it could have been, I don't want to say a free for all, but and like different volumes could have had like different themes and things like that. So, but then it was just dead.
Yep.
And I couldn't do anything about it because even to order someone, a filmmaker who was supportive, I'm not going to say who this was, a filmmaker who was supportive of me, put me in contact with a lawyer to deal with it. And the lawyer only wanted to do a DMCA, not a counterclaim, but he wanted to do a cease and desist. He wanted me to pay him $500 to write up a legally non-binding cease and desist order that wouldn't have restored anything on it wouldn't have restored anything onto Amazon.
Yeah, at that point, why?
It wouldn't have done anything. I'm like, I don't have $500 to give you, buddy, to like do something that like he's not going to pay attention to, and that doesn't fix the problem. But the problem is that my work is no longer available. Like that's the problem.
Yeah.
So that didn't go anywhere. I did send a message to the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, whatever that's called, that deals with digital like copyright cases like this. They specialize in them. And I thought I never heard back, but years later, they sent me a long email. I found out because I was like searching through like the emails of this, and I found out they actually did respond. I somehow missed it.
Oh, geez.
And like they were just be like, please get back to us with all the details. This is amazing. And I was just like, ugh. It's 2022.
Curses.
I can I send this email back in time 6 years? I felt like an asshole, but I mean, they probably completely forgot about it. But,
Oh, probably.
yeah, so just like nothing but like a little tiny blip in their thing. But so all of Storybook, I took all of Storybook off of Amazon, like completely, because like I had a couple of like there was Julie and Jack parody in volume 2, and I did a replica parody after all this happened in volume 3. But it's just like, as long as this guy's out there, like I think in 2020, I just decided that I was just gonna do like, when I realized that this was not going to work anymore, I was like, okay, we need to do a hard reset, and that's when I wrote Monkey and started going by my real name and not Sugar Ray Dodge.
Yeah.
Like it's been 4 years since I've dropped that that moniker, and that was a huge part of my life for a really long time, and that's how people knew me. But now I'm just like, no, I'm Dave. I look back and I say Sugar Ray Dodge, and I'm just like, okay, can we not? Can we not? It's fine. You know, kind of embarrassed that I held on to that for as long as I did. But anyway, so the point of all this is that now this asshole is selling Birdemic. So where does that leave me with Storybook? I would, well, first of all, I think if I bought all of Birdemic, that would be great.
That would be the greatest thing ever.
That would be amazing.
I told Dave, I'm like, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever here.
And just buy all of Birdemic, I would. But the thing is, I don't have the money he's probably asking for. He probably wants to fund his retirement. I think if anything, RiffTrax will probably buy it. If anything, if anybody buys it, I think RiffTrax will.
That would be cool too. And don't forget, we are getting Birdemic 3 on Friday.
Oh, yeah,
the
like
riff of Birdemic 3.
But that's the thing, is that whoever buys it, I'm gonna like send an email to, and I hope it's RiffTrax, because I think I still have a good relationship with those guys.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey guys,
so.
If I do an omnibus of Storybook, like there was this big thing, there was this big deal, and you guys know about it. I want to do it, and I just want your blessing to do that. Like if I do it, I don't know if I'm going to do it again, because it's such a pain. Working with full color printing is so expensive, and just working in just like that, like it's working in a niche is advantageous, but it's a double-edged sword. You get that pre-existing audience. For like Storybook sold gangbusters, sold better than anything that I had ever written before that, because I was writing for a specific audience.
Yeah.
The other edge of that sword, I found out, was that it's hard to break out of that. It's extremely difficult to get the people that you already have interested in other things that you're doing. And it's also extremely difficult to get other people who don't know about Roller Gator to like come in and to build. So it's very difficult, if not impossible, to grow.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get all of the Misties. Like, not every Misty bought one of these stupid books, and like that's who I was making it for. But so like, you know, it's weird. It's a weird place to occupy. I'm not sorry that I did it. In fact, I look back on that time of my life 10 years ago. 10 years ago, 2 days ago is when I actually came up with the idea, and I've started making the first chapter. It was March 1st, 2015. So that was a crazy time in my life, man. And I look back on it with a lot of fondness. I don't know if I'm gonna put it back out, because number one, I don't use the name Sugar Ray Dodge anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, one of the things I wanted to do with Monkey is I wanted to move beyond fandom. That was one of the reasons why I went back, was because not just to move beyond fandom, but to have something that I owned completely. Because when you work in parody, yeah, you own it, but you also, you know, are running into crazy people like James Wen. And so I felt like that I had to make something that I can own completely, which is, you know, and I've written my last 3 books that way. So it's good, but like, you know, Monkey has actually sold better than Storybook at this point. But it's a weird thing. It's like it doesn't have that built-in audience that Storybook did. And so I think to republish Storybook at this point in my life, I don't know, it's not really germane to what I'm doing now. I mean, I know I say that here on the True Blue Riffcast, but I think, but it's also very expensive. Like color printing is just like $20 to make like one hardcover, and you have to sell it for $40 just to make a profit.
Yeah.
But with these, like, I can buy a proof copy for $4. That's it. Wow, this is amazing. Why was I ever doing full color comics? That was insane. Why was I doing that? So there's just a lot of that kind of thing that makes me wonder if even doing like an omnibus, because that would be crazy expensive, man. Full color omnibus, 48 chapters, like all 4 volumes.
That would be ridiculous.
That's gonna be like, guys, that's gonna be like for a hardcover, that's $100 easily. And I don't know if people are gonna buy that.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, but we're 3 minutes away from. But anyway, to get back to that, I would like to contact whoever buys it and just see, like, if I ever do this, am I gonna run into problems?
Yeah.
And if it's RiffTrax, I don't think it's gonna be. But anyway, I told Jeremy that I had a surprise for him, and we're gonna do this super quick before the announcement. I went on to ChatGPT and I said this: on a podcast that I co-host, we have a segment called Name That Jeremy, when Jeremy is answering questions, and Dave That Riff when I am in the hot seat. Generally, we take lines from riffs from movies that are riffed on RiffTrax and see if we can accurately determine the line or riff it came from. Did we go live?
Not just yet. I just want to have it up.
Okay. We're about to go live for a special episode, and Jeremy doesn't know I'm about to hit him with a surprise Name That Jeremy, generated by ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
Can you generate 6 movie quotes that have been riffed by RiffTrax that I can quiz Jeremy on? Now, it gave me first of all, it gave me the first, like the first 6 that it gave me. None of these have been, one of these has been riffed by RiffTrax. One of them.
Okay.
And then I said, try again, but this time have a look at the movies that have actually been riffed by RiffTrax. And it did a little better, but not really. And so I finally said, try again and use only movies from this. And I just put the Wikipedia article for the list of RiffTrax. And there are 2 here that are definitely have not been done by RiffTrax. So do you want the one that was completely wrong, the one that was kind of right, or the one that was kind of right?
Let's do the one that was kind of right.
Okay, that's this one. This is the most correct one. Okay, number one. This is I didn't do this. One, I thought you were Dale. This is one that has not been done by RiffTrax.
You were Dale.
I thought you were Dale. That's that's it.
I will guess for that Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
It says The Brain 1988, which I've never heard of.
Okay.
And then number two, I'm a Grizzly Adams wannabe, and I even think this is getting I'm a Grizzly Adams wannabe, and even I think this is getting weird.
Hey, there it is. Look it.
It's up. It's Time Cop, just like we knew it.
It's Time Cop. Now this is interesting. They're doing it on June 26th, and then they're not showing it in theaters until August 14th.
So, well, they did that last year too.
But it was only like a week apart or a week and a half apart.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I think maybe like the live aspect of it. I think they're probably trying to get people to come to the Belcourt.
Probably.
Like that's where the experience is.
But I mean, I will definitely be there. So
okay,
we're already planning on it.
So do you want to finish Name That Jeremy, or do you want to watch the trailer?
Give me a second because I am pledging right now.
Oh, I should probably do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go the same level I did last year. Bing, pledged. There we go. All right, well, it is live. 35 days it will be funded, and it is already at $5,296 with 6 backers.
Yeah, someone wanted like a script or something, probably.
8 backers.
So do you want to watch the thing, or do you want to finish up this ridiculous Name That Jeremy?
Let's do the ridiculous Name That Jeremy, and then we'll watch the trailer while we watch this number slowly rise on here.
Okay, so it's I'll just repeat what the second one was, and this is a RiffTrax one, even though I don't remember this. I'm a Grizzly Adams wannabe, and even I think this is getting weird.
You said this was a RiffTrax?
Yes.
Grizzly Adams wannabe. Trying to think of
bearded. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna say Curse of Bigfoot.
Yeah, it says apparently it's Roller Gator.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
It's wrong. Oh, God. So number 3 is just Rousdower.
It just says Rousdower?
It just says Rousdower. Rousdower.
That is the final sacrifice.
No. 4, by the way, my name is Tommy. And
hi, Mark.
I don't get this. This is a Riff one. And I don't get this one either.
And I'm guessing it has nothing to do with...
It has nothing to do with the room.
Let's see. We'll say... I'm just trying to pull something out of my butt here. Let's go Nightwish.
It's Samurai Cop.
Oh, okay.
So here's number 5, and I guarantee this is wrong. Gene shall take care of it.
Gene shall take care of it.
Gene shall take care of it. I don't think there's a character named Gene in this film.
And this is not a RiffTrax thing. So
it is a RiffTrax thing.
Oh, this one was a RiffTrax one too?
It is a RiffTrax.
Let's go with The Uninvited.
Nope, it's Birdemic Shock and Terror, even though it's not. Even though it absolutely is not. There is no character named Gene in Birdemic. I don't think. I could be wrong, but there is no famous line from Birdemic Shock and Terror saying that Gene shall take care of it. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. If I had to put money on it, I would say that this thing is just making crap up out of its behind. And the last one, oh, you're going to get this one. They're eating her, and they're going to eat me. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's Troll 2.
It's Troll 2. Okay, so I didn't keep track because this clearly doesn't count.
No.
Because this is all wrong. Name That Jeremy will be the real Name That Jeremy will be in the next episode.
Yes. Right now it's at 105 backers and just over $42,000. Woo!
Oh, just over. Oh, wow.
All right.
So
Well, while we're
let's watch that trailer.
yeah, let's. I need to switch the presentation thing here. Let's
Anybody
watch
try this? No. Okay.
the trailer for Time Cop.
How you doing, partner? Ex-partner. Let me go, Max. Look, I'm not hurting anybody.
Look at that hair that he's got. Man.
In the year 2004, time travel is a reality.
You are charged with violations of
looks like a
TEC
cyber
Code 40.8 time travel with intent to alter the future.
And a crime.
It turns out going back in time is a pretty easy way to make money.
I think you got yourself a shipment of gold that you're taking to General Lee.
The genie is already out of the bottle. The technology is there.
Now, one man
You ever hear the name Aaron McComb?
is about to take the ultimate power trip.
He's gonna be president.
You don't need the press, you don't need endorsements, you don't even need the truth. You need money.
But to enforce the laws of time,
Are we still together in 10 years? Am I dead?
one man is determined to stop him.
I cannot go back to save her. This scumbag.
He's not going back to steal money.
Stay here, Walker. My future, you're dead.
I think you planned too far ahead.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ron Silver.
Will you get him?
What?
Mia Sara.
Time Cop.
Mia Sara. Like, I'm pretty. I'm a lady.
Ron Silver.
So wait. So we don't get the Kickstarter trailer?
Oh, I was just playing the regular trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, let's watch the Kickstarter. I forgot that they put a
That's
trailer
what
on the
I thought
Kickstarter
we were
thing.
doing.
Well, we're at over $52,000.
And what's the goal? 350,000.
Yeah, we're. Dang,
They're gonna make it. I mean,
Oh, obviously, but this is like going way fast. All right, let's see what we got here.
Hello, everybody. Mike, Kevin, and Bill here to introduce our 12th Kickstarter campaign.
12th? Yeah, a dozen.
A dozen.
Wow, that's good luck for some reason. And we're very excited.
The audio is way off on this. Let me let it load and then try it again.
Hello, everybody. Mike, Kevin, and Bill here to introduce our 12th Kickstarter campaign.
It's still off, but
12th?
whatever.
Yeah, a dozen.
A dozen.
Wow, that's good luck for some reason. And we're very excited for our RiffTrax live show coming up here, featuring a riff of the legendary 90s sci-fi classic action thriller Time Cop, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme plays a sort of authority. He's sort of the enforcer of a bureaucratic agency that regulates clocks and their production. He is a time cop.
You haven't seen the film.
I have seen it in my head well enough. Anyway, you can see a little bit here. Here's a sample.
Are we gonna blast to the past? Yee-haw!
Bill.
Okay, so maybe he's not a guy who fixes or regulates clocks.
He didn't see the film.
No, I did. Well, I will. I will before we do. Anyway, this is our 16th year of live shows,
Amazing.
and we're returning to our home away from home, Nashville's Belcourt Theater.
Yes, the show will be broadcast in over 700 theaters.
What?
Take 700 and go past that.
Wow.
And that's how many theaters nationwide will be airing it on Thursday, August 14th, with an encore showing on Tuesday, August 19th.
So that's more than 700 theaters then.
As I said, more than.
So it's like 600 and
No, it's
457. More.
The little carrot points the other way.
Struggle with that concept.
Folks, we have a lot of great rewards at every level, including a download of the Time Cop live show. And personally from us, for example, I will be delighted to write and record you a jingle.
His delight will be evident in the jingle itself.
Indeed.
Bill will be delighted to craft you a custom limerick. Imagine delight in the form of a limerick, and then he'll send it on a
I don't do
goofy
anything
postcard.
without delight, folks. That's my guarantee.
And you put it on a delightful postcard.
Everything's delightful.
Delight is like off the chart. Mike will do something delightful, to be determined.
Yes, I may draw the doodles. I haven't decided. The point is, it'll be delightful.
He may knit you a delightful sweater. We don't know yet.
All three of us are willing to delightfully record a personalized video message just for delightful you.
I am not going to bring delight to that one, sorry.
I refuse my delight.
And we have a limited number of VIP spots for the Time Cop show in Nashville when we record it in June, which includes an exclusive Q&A with photos and autographs. You get to attend a rehearsal the day of the show, and you'll get a swag bag that's just chock full of lots of fun stuff.
And who, I ask you, does not like swag?
I love swag.
I live for swag.
Yes.
So we will have a lot of stretch goals along the way and great rewards at every level. Great, and I would even... Delightful.
Delightful.
Yes, delightful.
Yes.
So take a look at our campaign page, lovingly prepared for you.
Yes.
This is our 16th year. They had to give me the word 16th because it's the hardest word to say. But it has been 16 years of doing RiffTrax Live. We could not do this without you, without your support.
So we thank you so much for backing us, and we'll see you all at RiffTrax Live Time Cop.
Yay!
It's time for RiffTrax.
Yes, they will see me live in Nashville. I don't know about. I don't know about Dave.
Yeah, I'm a flake now. Sorry, guys. Like, I don't want to make I don't want to make any promises I'll have to break again.
Could you imagine getting a jingle for the podcast?
From Kevin?
From Kevin.
Oh, for the podcast. How much is the jingle? Because I just looked at it and it's just like it's basically the same campaign as always.
Yeah. Video greeting. The video greeting is $400. Video greeting from Bridget and Mary Jo is $405. Write a riff. Kevin writes you a jingle, $975.
Oh, nice.
So if somebody wants to donate $975 to the True
on our
Blue
behalf,
Riffcast,
you don't get it. Yeah, you don't get it. The $1,000 that you just paid.
Yeah. No, you donate that to us, and we'll back it.
Oh, okay. Under the True Blue Riffcast.
Yeah, and then we'll get a jingle for the podcast for the low price of just under $1,000.
$1,000. Yes.
15 to 60 seconds in length.
That's it. That's what our $1,000 gets.
Well, it's a jingle. I mean, that's
I
what
get 3 out of 4 tires for my Ford Edge for that.
Oh, they're doing a rebroadcast of this live show. They're actually doing the live show twice in theaters.
Said that.
They haven't done that recently.
Okay, so I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a producer note to Jeremy, because I know none of our regulars are here in the chat, but I feel like we've just done like a whole episode for the week, and maybe tomorrow we could play RiffTrax the game like we're supposed to once a month anyway.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
because I have not watched.
Neither have I.
The newest. I don't even remember what it's called. Supersonic.
No, don't worry
X7
about it. It
or
doesn't
something?
look interesting. Yeah. I'm not saying don't buy it. Go and buy it, all you RiffTrax completists.
Space Master X7. Honestly, we might end up talking about it next week along with Birdemic 3, because we've already talked about Birdemic 3
extensively.
because we watched it when it came out.
Yeah. Go to our archive and search for Gwobu Wabu. That's going to be easy to search for. Fine.
It was towards the beginning of season 6.
Yeah. Well, I think it was like it was like January of 2023. I remember that.
Let me
remember that because I complained. I complained about a very specific thing at work in it, so that's how I know.
Let's see when that one was.
And I wasn't kicking children out of my workplace for having snacks.
Oh, like I get to all the time.
Yeah,
yeah,
all the time. Yes.
This weekend, thankfully, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's good. That's always
kind of surprised,
great.
Honestly, because we've become the hot spot for kids to come to because we're literally the only entertainment venue in the city that allows for unsupervised drop off of underage people. And oh man, that must have been 2023.
Yeah, it was January 2023, but the
podcast episode came out on June 20th of 2023.
Wow.
Gwobu Wabu.
Yes, and we talk about Birdemic 3 at length. It's actually that
episode was one of our longest in quite a while. It was almost 2 hours long.
Because it is a comprehensive breakdown of every scene. Like we said we couldn't hold it all in our heads, and we talk about literally every scene in the movie.
Yeah, we lied.
So my flag is that's our best episode.
So we'll touch on it a little bit next week.
Yeah, we'll watch it again. I haven't seen it. I don't think I've watched it since we did that episode.
No, I haven't either. Oh, look at that. We got some spam.
Oh my gosh, we got our very own bots. We're big streamers now.
How do I don't know how to delete it.
Oh wait, I'm a mod. Let me do it.
Yeah, you're a mod. You can block them and protracted thistle.
There we go.
Bye.
Follow, whisper, warn, timeout, ban. There we go. Banned by Dave Chadwick, author.
Bam.
That's right. Get used to that, you bots. You're not going to come on the True Blue Riffcast and put a bunch of umlauts and stuff on everything. That's not appropriate behavior.
No.
We will kick you out of the White House for doing that. Wear a tie next time.
$88,000. This might be one of the fastest to hit the goal.
Where are we?
In a while.
I donated, but I'm probably gonna up it later. I did. Sorry guys, I'm a cheapo now. I did 10, but I'm probably gonna go back just so I can get the down But I wanted to get in there. I'm like in the first 300. Wanted to get in there, but I'll probably up it later.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be fast with your initial thing. I think I got single digits again.
Nah, you always do because you're the number one RiffTrax fan.
Hey, it's not wrong. That's according to RiffTrax.com.
RiffTrax.com, yeah. The bastards.
I wonder if they still even have that, or if they got rid of it with the redesign. So I will forever be the number one RiffTrax fan.
Oh man, it's 11:18.
Oh man, but yeah, this one's definitely going to hit the goal very quickly.
So let's ask ChatGPT to do another name that Jeremy, and I'll let Jeremy pick the movies he wants to choose between.
Oh, look at this! They do still have it up.
But
I'm kind of surprised it's still a thing on the website. Watch this, guys.
Okay, you can brag about that, but you got to pick 2 RiffTrax movies.
Right here, ranked number 1 with 21,250 points. And that's literally only because of Where is it? Where there was a quiz right here. The Riff quiz.
And you got like a bunch of points on it, yeah.
Yep. So that's going to keep me atop the number one RiffTrax fan forever.
Okay, but you got to pick two. But you got to hold on to it. You got to do another Name That Jeremy.
Oh, another one.
You have to pick two RiffTrax movies you want to choose from.
Two RiffTrax movies.
Yes, please.
Let's go. Crawl. And let's do Crawl and Rad. Only because I'm wearing that Kickstarter shirt.
Great concept. Here's 6 quotes from Kroll 1983 and 3 from Rad. Okay.
Let's see if they're actual
I
quotes.
don't know if these are accurate. So you assholes. You're going to get most of these. Okay, yeah, you're going to get every single one of these. So this is an official Name That Jeremy from ChatGPT. And so Jeremy will be in the hotspot next week. Or I will be. There'll be Dave That Riff next time. This is the official Name That Jeremy. So here's your first one. It's between Kroll and Rad. He got to pick his, even though it was my idea. I don't know why I'm angry. It was my idea. I will come and fight for the kingdom of Kroll.
That is I'm pretty sure that's Kroll.
That's Kroll.
We just hit 100,000 too, by the way.
Wow. Okay, so this is ass sliding, man. You gotta get Rad.
I love that they add.
They just put the name of the movie in the quote. So this is not how I'm going to be pulling for Name That Jeremy from here on out, guys. This is the only thing, because it's way too easy.
I think that's Rad also.
Okay. I will find the glaive and we will have our revenge.
That's Kroll. It'd be funny if they would have said "in the kingdom of Kroll" again at the end of it.
Yeah, I don't think the names of the movies are in the rest of these answers. I don't have time for the prom. I got a race to win. Is that actually a line from there?
No.
Okay.
That's Rad.
Okay. The beast is dead. The kingdom is ours. I don't think these lines are accurate.
I don't think so either. That is Rad. No, that's Kroll, of course.
Yes. You're willing to sacrifice a solid future for a bicycle race?
That one might actually be in the movie.
Yeah, that might actually be in the movie.
When his mom was going off on him. But that's Rad.
Okay. And which one? Like we did that. We did Glaive. Wait. Which ones haven't we done? Have we done all 6 of these?
We did 6, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you perfect score. Name That Jeremy.
Woo! That's the best I've ever done.
Yeah. So you got to do Dave That Riff next time.
Yeah.
You got a perfect score. Like that would be. I would do this. I would have ChatGPT pull Name That Jeremy this way if it could do it right.
If it can actually pull.
So you get this one. So.
Oh man. Well,
Jeremy killed it on fake Name That Jeremy this week. Generated by ChatGPT.
Name that ChatGPT. Well, we're officially well over 1,000 or 100,000 now, and it looks like a third of the way to the goal. Not bad for only being up for 23 minutes.
23 minutes, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably gonna wrap it up for us today.
Nice. And tomorrow we'll be playing RiffTrax the game.
Yes, tomorrow night, RiffTrax the game.
Because we don't need 2 full episodes in 1 week.
10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Standard, 8 Chadwick time, and
that's right.
7 p.m. Pacific time.
That's right, because I don't have to watch a movie.
Yeah, we don't have to watch anything to prepare for tomorrow, which is always a nice bonus.
I don't know why I'm dancing, because I don't have to watch RiffTrax.
But I don't have to watch the thing I love.
It's a little different when you're like looking for things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're preparing for the podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us today. And Dave going on his rant about James Gunn.
Oh yeah,
it was a lot of fun. This would have been a great regular episode. Like
what? Well, we can make it. I mean, it's the regular episode of the week.
Yeah. This will go up. I'll post this for sure.
It was a fun time.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Our regulars in the chat, which is part of the thing now. But...
Yeah, Tuesday night, tomorrow night, RiffTrax the game. Next week, Birdemic 3 again, and maybe whatever space. I already forgot the name of it. Something space something movie, X7.
Maybe, if we feel like it.
If we feel like it, we're gonna have to have something else to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Birdemic,
something.
So.
Well, yeah. Like, guys, don't ever believe things that we promise, because if you go back and you listen to the podcast on the regular and we say things, we're definitely gonna watch Casablanca for next week, and then we never do.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Lancelot, Guardian of Time. Sure.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna make up for that.
Oh man,
let's play with AI more.
If you missed that episode, definitely.
That's a great one to watch, I think, if it's still available. I don't think it is.
It is on the
Patreon?
On the Patreon. Patreon.com/True Blue Riffcast, and you can watch that episode.
I think what makes that episode so special is our reactions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And there's some clips on Jeremy's Twitch there, too. There's some really good ones. There are some good reactions.
Yes. So you can check that out for free, or you can go to the Patreon and drop a couple dollars our way a month, and help us to pay for riffs.
To keep on going, even though we're gonna do it anyway.
Season 7, full
we've been doing this for 6 years.
Good Lord!
I know. Who thought we'd be going this long?
So that's the one good thing that came out of the whole James Wan thing. That was how we started talking. So
great.
At least we got the podcast out of it.
At least we got the True Blue Riffcast. And I had to give up my creative aspirations.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody.
I love everybody.
We'll see everybody here next time on the True Blue Riffcast.
Rock till you die.